Summer Tubs update, September 23rd, 2023. Probably going to be the last, at least, tub update for this year. As you can see, I have taken down most of the tubs, and I'm preparing. This weekend I'm going to go and take down all but probably the Miyuki tub, and maybe this muck bucket with the orange blossom Miyuki cross. And we can enjoy the cats here too. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the Miyuki bucket probably. Well, I would like to leave it at least one more weekend, just because I like to be able to say that I got the fish. I had fish out till October, and these guys are, I mean, they're rice fish. They're pretty tough, and we're not going to have very cold weather. Like, there's no frosts yet in the forecast that I've seen. I need to go back and recheck, but you know, our lows are starting to get into the 30s, and the highs next week are going to be in the 60s, and I think by the weekend the 50s, which is just not very pleasant for taking down tubs. You know, it's not pleasant to be dunking your hands in 40-degree water all day. And also, I think it's harder on the fish when you're taking them from very cold to very warm. So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, basically, you know, it'll be interesting to see, get counts on how many of these fish have bred out, because basically I've taken down most of the tubs that didn't really produce. I had a lot of misses this year on stuff that I put out, but these, pretty much all of these tubs have produced. You know, the Aphanius mento tub here has I've seen plenty of offspring. Actually, there's one of my breeder females I just noticed coming out this morning. I think she's kind of at the end of her life. That's probably what you're seeing moving in the guppy grass there. She's not looking good, which is a bummer, but what can you do? But yeah, the Aphanius mento in both tubs seem to have gone well. I haven't seen a whole lot of them recently because I think they're all down towards the bottom. And also the tubs are just so heavily grown in. Satan Madakas obviously have gone to town, and there's definitely ones that have the long fin trait, and then obviously ones that do not. So I'll be, you know, sorting those out. Yeah, but I'll be excited to continue working with this line next year. Hopefully this time actually having females that are long fins. And yeah, I also just got some, you know, some of these are just nice and velvety black. These cross guys, I want to see how they look as they mature out. Right now they're pretty unimpressive, but also they're, you know, like 3/4 of an inch, so they probably haven't fully developed their pattern. But we'll see. I'm not breeding them. Like next year, if I'm working with them, it's not going to be to breed them out more of them. They'll be an ingredient for other things. Again, you know, the big Aphanius mento tub, which, you know, is really grown in extremely well. It's just, it's kind of a melancholy to take these tubs down and, you know, have to, you know, basically not get rid of. I'm going to save a bunch of these plants, but, you know, to disassemble what has been created, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm thinking next year I'll probably only do, I mean, depending on how many Aphanius I get, but I'll probably only do one Aphanius mento tub, this big one, and then I'll use the 40 for something else. The Hikari Madaka tub, haven't seen a whole lot of them. I think they're hiding out under the water lettuce mainly now. There's still some little guys in here, which, you know, surprised they've been breeding this late, but maybe I shouldn't be. But yeah, I'll try to preserve those guys, but for the most part, you know, I'm just going to take this, sort the Hikaris from everyone else, and then, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I have enough Hikaris to sell. And then obviously the Miyuki tub, extremely grown in, definitely have offspring. Again, next year's project is going to be breeding these out to be a black and white Miyuki. So, yeah. Got another cat hanging out over here, the wild one. She seems to be doing pretty good though. Hopefully can keep her in the yard, keeping an eye on her, and obviously her brother right there. And obviously, you know, plants I'm going to try to keep over for next year, like most of this stuff I'm going to bring indoors, and then the rest I'm going to, you know, try to overwinter outside. I'm going to put the outside plants, I'm going to try to put them further out, like over here, because I put them over this area for last year, and of course it's in the shade of the house, so it takes forever to thaw out in the spring. So I'm going to put the plants over here where they're going to get sun, which hopefully they'll thaw out earlier in the spring, and maybe because I had very poor success at overwintering them this last year. Hopefully I'll get better success. And then lastly, the turtle tub. I'm going to be taking this down too and bringing the turtle inside. I don't think I'm going to hibernate him this winter because he's still like only, you know, 2 years old at this point, but so I'll probably just keep him inside, you know, in a tank instead of trying to hibernate him. But yeah, he's grown a lot. Let me see. I probably can't find him with just using my bare hands because he'll just hunker down in the bottom there, and I can't see him in the green water. But he's like palm-sized shell, which is, you know, when I got him, he was like 1.5 inches. So shell diameter. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to be taking most of the rest of these tubs down today, and then in a week or so, everything will be down. So, yeah, that's really kind of the end of the 2023 season, essentially. So, yeah, time to start planning for 2024.